Somebody say it's time. He said, arise and shine. And shine. And Matthew 5 gives us the teaching in this. He said, it's time for my church to shine. I love this. It says, let your light so shine. They're going to put it up. You are the light of the world. That's right, go back. You are the light of the world. And a city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Keep going. And it says, nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father. Are you ready? Stick with me. Notice what it said in the beginning. It says that a city on a hilltop cannot be hid. Watch this. What it speaks of is they would exalt the cities in the Bible times would be elevated on hilltops. Watch this, for visibility. If you ever go into Israel and you ever go over to Israel, you'll see how their hills and certain cities are on the hilltop. But they would elevate them for visibility. What does that mean? In other words, when God says a city on a hilltop cannot be hid, he says your elevation is about my visibility. The reason why I blessed you, the reason why I elevated you, because when you shine, you're not shining for you. You're shining for me. The elevation was for my visibility. That when people see you blessed, see you prosper, see you in high places, see you in influence, see you in impact, they recognize that is not you, that's me that elevated you to give me visibility. See, we celebrate this with Esther when we say, ooh, you come to the kingdom for such a time as this. Actually, if you read it in context, it was somewhat of a rebuke from Mordecai. You know why? Because see, Esther, watch this. Now she was royalty. Now she was clean. Now she was washed, had her hair did and stuff. Looking nice, fingernails done, pedicures, manicures, smelling good. And Mordecai said, I see you. But what he was saying, don't you misinterpret this moment. Don't you get it twisted. I know, remember you were a little orphan girl. And had not the king called you out, God Almighty, you was an orphan until the king got a hold of you. And now that the king has got you and blessed you and prospered you and wrapped you in robes of righteousness and gave you royalty and position in his kingdom, don't get it twisted. Mordecai said, all of that is not about you. He said, for you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this. That position, that prospering, that elevation is for not your shine. That's about my shine. You're gonna shine. Come on, somebody. You need to shine because there's a whole nation that is dependent upon you. You gotta shine, Esther. There's a whole nation that's dependent on you. A nation that could be slaughtered. A nation that could be torn down and just totally obliterated. You have come to the kingdom for such a time as this. It is not about you. My shine is not about me. And that's why I'm gonna give you the last part and we're gonna bring it home. That's why it said, let your light so shine before men, listen to this, that they see your good works and glorify God. Watch this, are you ready? Light, that when it says light, it's not equated with the good works. It's the light that illumes the good works. Did you hear what I just said? In other words, and they said, and they will glorify me because your good works. But watch this. It's not good works unless it's God works. And the reason why it's good works is a result of the work that God has done in you. Because he did a good work in you, now he's doing good works through you. And when people see those good works, they glorify him. And so what the light does, watch this, you have to be a receiver before you can become a reflector. I receive the light, be transformed by the light, and now I can reflect the light. And that's why we can't get it twisted that we are the light. The Bible said Christ is the life of all men. Jesus is the light. We're just reflectors of the light. Just like the moon doesn't have any light of its own. The moon is a big reflector. But the only way that the moon has light, because it's been in the presence of the sun. And the only way that we can arise and shine to a hurting and broken world is that we would be people that remain in the presence of the sun and get filled with his light from his presence, his light from his word, his light from the house of God, his light from fellowship, his light from encouraging one another. It's only then. The Bible said this. Why is that important, Pastor Javon? It said, I love this, and the Gentiles will come to that light. Not only Gentiles, and the kings. What do you mean? It said, watch this. See, don't nobody want to be saved. I don't believe that. Jesus said, the harvest is plenty, but the labors are few. In other words, when the Gentiles see the real light, they're going to come running. Maybe they don't come because it's a blinding light instead of a guiding light. But he said, when I see the light, when the Gentiles see a church that is shining forth with the light of the character of Christ, they will start coming. They will start flocking. They will start running because they want to know, what is it about you that gives you that light? What is it about you? I know you're not flawless and I know you're not perfect, but I see how you treat your wife. I see how you treat your husband. I see how you raise your kids. What is it about you? When you got laid off, you act like it wasn't nothing. You act like you had a piece or something that you wouldn't move. What is it about you? When you got the bad doctor's report, you still came in with a smile on your face. What is it about you when everybody else is going crazy, but you're walking around singing to yourself with joy in your heart? They want the real thing. And now is the time that the real church would stand up. It's time for us to be a glow in the dark church in the darkest hour of our time so that the Gentiles will come.